Sue and I made it to Vegas. Our first stop was a taco truck on the side of the road, a bit off the strip, definitely in a local neighborhood. We're eating in the truck because it's sunny and 90 degrees and I don't feel like eating in the hot. So we've got some al pastor and we've got some birria and some salsas to try, and then we got a drink, watermelon, and so we're gonna dig in and see how this goes. Some of the tacos, we got 2 each because we're gonna do a lot more eating today. We got some birria and we got some al pastor. So
I'm excited.
Yep.
All right, so we just finished up eating the tacos, right? So I'm gonna give it a rating from the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best. I'm gonna give it a 7. You know, I had really good tacos, especially from the recommendation from Taco Chronicles, but also just growing up in the city of Chicago, I've been exposed to a lot of good food. So being in Vegas and trying out this place, I'm gonna give it a 7. What about you?
I'm kind of right there with you. We tried the al pastor and the birria. They were good, but I've had some al pastor I like better, and it's probably just personal taste. Everyone makes it a little bit differently, especially across country.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it was still good food. We got the watermelon drink. We pretty much finished that. That tasted fresh. There's actually chunks of watermelon in there, so definitely made fresh today.
Yep.
And now we're off. We're gonna keep eating. We're gonna go to a dessert place, so
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Stay fat.
Stop is Creamberry. As you can see, desserts and ice cream. We're gonna get some dessert. Says it has a cotton candy burrito. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see what we get. So we just finished having our snack, and now we want to show you this place. It's just outside of Vegas. It was originally an old mining operation from 1917 to 1961. The artist by the name of Aware got into the mine back in 2012, and him and his crew painted a giant Wheel of Fortune style wheel, referencing the TV game show. After 11 years, it's still intact. It's just slightly faded by the sun. Now let's get a bird's eye view of this wheel. So we're back in Vegas. We tried to stay true to the trip and camp it, but the RV parks in Vegas are not really in the safest of neighborhoods we found, so we did end up booking a hotel on the strip. We wanted to do some gambling, kind of sit and chill for a bit, maybe drink, but we were starving, and as you can see by this check-in line, like, it was crazy. So we decided to ditch it, and we got some food instead.
All right, so we are currently at the Neon Museum in Las Vegas, as you can see. Pretty cool. We got the 3 p.m. show. They don't allow DSLR, so unfortunately we won't be able to make cool pictures with our fancy cameras, but it do allow for little cameras here. So cell phones is okay. Nothing that we would have to move the lenses. So
Or tripod.
or tripods. So let's take a walk at Old Vegas neon signs. This is history, guys. So much history.
At one point, Vegas had a ban on women blackjack.
Oh wow. Crazy.
For 20 years, so it went into effect in 1958. They used the plaza, hired the first women once in 1970.
Wow. Now this, I remember seeing this like growing up. Like usually like hotels will have them.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost fell.
Don't do that.
Steamed heat.
I'm always very impressed with how willing everyone is to be sent down an alleyway by.
We trust you.
Yeah, let's get that vibe off. Totally. Well, we're gonna brought life to Las Vegas. I'm gonna begin in this area with a man after my own heart. Towering over all of you playing around a pool, this big beautiful skull staring up into space right here across from me. It is very tempting, I know, but don't touch him or knock on him. He is really fragile, both physically and emotionally.
So earlier today, we took a cab around Vegas, and our cab driver was from New York. So us being from Chicago, we asked the only logical question we knew: where do you get good pizza in Vegas? He pointed us to this spot, which is on Fremont Street. It's called Pizza Rock. And as you can see, since we were in October, we had great Halloween-themed drinks, and the pizza was actually really good. Lucio and I decided to stop at basically an abandoned gold mine out in Nelson, or it's a town called Nelson.
Yep.
We also learned that it's private property, so you do have to check in with the store before you're allowed to walk around. And the guy let us know that we need to watch out for rattlesnakes and this cactus. If you fall in, you're basically gonna have to go to the hospital. So
this town is pretty cool. This is my second time here. I wanted to show Danielle. Like I said, it's pretty neat. So the guy did say that the first 15 minutes are free. You do have to check in though. But again, 15 minutes are free. Anything after that, 15 to 30 is $1.
$1 per person, and then if you're gonna stay at least an hour, it's $10 a person. So
Not too
cheap,
bad.
not bad. Yeah.
So
So we paid the $1 each. We figure we'll be here probably at least 30 minutes checking everything out. So we'll show you around.
go this way. There's like so many little things that you'll see. You're just gonna be like, house. Working bathroom. Got boat motors right here, hanging on the right. Old school jukebox.
You can see in there.
Old ass safe.
Oh wow. This looks like it was a jail.
I think it is.
Looks like jail.
Yeah.
So we think this prison, and inside just storage right now.
So when you fucked up.
This is
That way they can call it.
So detour on our way to the Grand Canyon, we decided to randomly pull off and see the Hoover Dam. So Lucio's reparking the truck because I didn't do it that great. And then we're gonna walk over and kind of check out some of the views. We thought arriving later in the day would help with crowds, but this is the line to get into the Grand Canyon. As you can see, gates all the way up there. So this might take a little longer than we thought. All right, guys, we're climbing down to this viewpoint. I'm not sure if it's legit or not because there are no guardrails and we're kind of just, this is what we climb down, but I figure if kids can do it, we can do it.
home.
No, I kind of like this look. I don't know.
Hey guys, so we have just set up camp here at the Grand Canyon in Arizona. As you can see behind me, the rig, the awning, the camp, right? Pretty cool. The wife is getting the food ready. So what are you gonna make us for today, Chef Danielle?
Beef and broccoli with teriyaki sauce, if it works. I've never cooked rice on a campfire before.
All right, so what's your strategy here? I see that you have a pan, you have tin foil, you have the rice going in there.
It is. Where's that glove? Okay, so essentially you need hot water and a lid and to simmer rice for like 20 minutes. Tin foil is now my lid.
Because normally you will have a pan with the lid to cook the rice.
Yep, and since we don't have a lid, we are makeshifting the lid. And then
Okay.
I have one of these gloves that is like you can touch stuff up to like 400 degrees. It's
Awesome.
cast iron.
Right.
All right, so it's simmering. Theoretically, I have no idea how this is going to work. It may just be beef and broccoli, no rice, or it may have the rice may come out. We'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Okay, cool. So then on this other pan, that's where you're gonna cook the meat. You're already chopping up some veggies, well, broccoli.
All right, hold on, because it's for the rice.
Okay.
All right, so just for the record, it's 5 after 7. That's got to simmer for probably 15-20 minutes at least. So we're looking at probably 7:30 dinner. But yeah, otherwise that pan, I'm chopping up broccoli. We bought pre-chopped up meat at the store because that's kind of all they had. We stopped in Vegas. And so at least one less thing I have to chop. We may have too much broccoli though. We're gonna have a real healthy dinner.
Okay, cool. All right, so the plan is 7:30 dinner, hopefully, right?
And campfire, I guess.
And then we'll set up a campfire. We do got the drinky drinks already opened up. Okay. Too cold for old fashions, but warm enough for margaritas, I guess.
No, we just wanted something easy tonight. Let's be real.
All right, easy enough. All right, so once the dinner's getting close to ready, we'll continue from there. Yeah, we'll continue from there, and then we'll set up the fire. Boom. All right, update, Chef Danielle. What's the status?
Broccoli's been steamed. That was the easy part. I just put the meat in. I'll get this cooked, and then we'll put everything back in one pan for the teriyaki sauce. Rice isn't overflowing, but I'm not sure how it's cooking, so I'll check that in a minute. That's my only the iffy part of tonight.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, okay. It's starting to.
Starting to get there.
Yeah, we might actually have rice.
Okay.
I'm really proud of myself.
I never had doubts. I
did.
Well, at least you had somebody, cheering you on, making sure that it was gonna happen. Okay. Anyways, the meat's cooking. It's getting
Just
it's starting to cook. Broccoli's steamed
Chef
up.
is gonna continue drinking.
Chef is drinking. What are you drinking again?
The Cayman Jack's margaritas.
Do you recommend it?
They're pretty good, actually.
1 out of 10. 10 being the best.
Ooh, for a store-bought one, like 5 or 6 at least, maybe higher.
Okay.
Just because it's store-bought pre-mixed.
Right. I mean, you're drinking at what, 6,400 foot elevation?
Hold on. I don't think we're that high, are we? Maybe.
Chris,
We're 7,000 feet elevation, so that'll make a difference.
Ooh, you might get a little buzzy buzz.
Is there a problem with that?
No, I'm just saying. Look at that guy. She's already getting violent with me. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Maybe, if she doesn't punch me in the face. Bye. Just dump it all.
I'm trying. I don't know if it'll be enough.
That looks delicious already. We got close up. Oh yeah. Looking at 7,000 feet. How does it feel?
Cold.
At least you'll be eating good.
Yeah.
Homemade meal,
I'm excited. We haven't had veggies a lot lately.
Well,
Rice. We've got beef and broccoli.
wee. Oh, I'm excited.
We might have a lot of leftovers and not enough rice.
Well, we can always get rice later.
We'll start with this.
Okay. Cool. Look at that. Yeah, that looks legit. Just like the one at home, guys.
All right, so we're gonna have dinner. We'll probably fire up a little fire here in a second. Probably have to do dishes first, don't we?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So update, right? So again, we are in Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona, and we do have neighbors. You just can't see them. There's somebody over there, but we have very, very friendly neighbors also that come by, right? I believe it's elk that come by, and actually we have seen some already in the campsite. So we want to make sure that when you are camping, that you put your cooler, that guy, in either your truck, or if the national park offers storage for your cooler, that you store it away carefully. Otherwise, you will definitely wake up to a friendly neighbor trying to get breakfast or ripping up something in your vehicle. I do have a soft cover, so we definitely don't want to leave it in the cab. They will probably just rip right through it. I will put it in the truck, in the back seat, and then hopefully they don't bother us. I mean, like I said, I've seen people already like setting up camp earlier today when we got here, and they were just walking around like it was nothing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, he's coming. Oh, snap.
I'm recording. Welcome to day 12 of our trip. We are already up. We packed up camp. We didn't record it because there was a ton of bees. So it was just hurry up and go, get out of there before we got stung. We came over to the visitor center area. The actual visitor center is closed. It's always closed, I guess, Tuesday, Wednesdays. So there was a quick store. We were able to get a magnet. We do get a magnet from pretty much everywhere we go if possible. And now we're gonna kind of drive around the south rim of the canyon, stop, take photos. There's a hike I kind of want to do. We'll see if I can convince Lucio to do it, and go from there. I think we're good, huh? There's something flying over there. There's a bee. Okay. You don't like bees at campsite, you walk forward one. It's a PB&J in the truck kind of lunch day. There's bees everywhere outside and we didn't want to pay for food in the deli. So got some water, he's got some Gatorade, we bought some burritos, and PB&J. It's gonna be good. So once we left the Grand Canyon, the debate was where do we go next? While on the road, we decided to skip out on Monument Valley and go check out Horseshoe Bend instead. It was less out of the way for the rest of the trip. On arrival, they strongly advised we stay hydrated as it was about 100 degrees that day. It was only a mile hike each way, but there was definitely some elevation changes.
Danielle found us a campsite. As you can see, yeah, so we're half a mile outside of Zion National Park in Utah.
And currently, we already parked the truck. It was a pain in the butt. We should have probably vlogged that, but we were just trying to get it leveled. Didn't quite work out too well. So Danielle today, or tonight I should say, might roll over by accident towards me. We'll see how that goes. But currently right now, man, I'm out of breath. What the hell? Currently making our way to the services facilities, and it's probably what,
A bit of a walk.
half a block maybe. Whoa, is that the squirrel? That's a squirrel. Poor little guy. R.I.P. So what was the water situation, Danielle?
Apparently construction workers out here hit one of the pipes, and we may not have water until later.
So that should be interesting. And is that a toilet outside?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I might be taking a poop outside today. It is what it is. No, I'm just kidding. That looks like it's not even in service.
No.
Thank God. Anyways, we're gonna check them out. They have bathrooms, they have shower, they apparently have Wi-Fi.
Oh, I think only near here though.
Oh, near the...
Let me go check out this.
Good morning and welcome to Zion National Park. We got up pretty much right as the sun was coming up, even before a little bit, and decided to head into the park because we knew it would be another crowded one. We're checking out Zion today. We got here before the ranger station opened, so we're not really sure if there's better places to stop and look out or not, because we usually use the map, but we didn't get one. So we're just driving around, windy roads, really pretty. You can see the sun's coming up. It's super bright back there.
So in Zion, in order to get to the hiking trails, you actually need to take a shuttle bus that you can catch at the visitor center. Regular traffic isn't allowed down all of the roads that have the trails on them. They did run every 15 to 20 minutes, but they got full really early, so you need to get to the park early to get to the trails. So the first stop we went was the same trail that either went to Angel's Landing or the Emerald Lakes. Obviously, we did not go to Angel's Landing, being that we are not avid hikers like that. We chose the easier of the option. And this trail, in spots it was quiet, but then it got very busy, and the hikers ranged anywhere from adults to children. Definitely got your cardio in a little bit on this one, up and down stairs. I want to show you guys some of our hiking trails today. We got to go up and then back down. So now we're reversing it and going the other way. So we got to get back to the shuttle bus. All right guys, next trail. This one is paved. However, it's super steep. I don't remember the elevation gain, but I'll add it in later. All right guys, it is about noon. We are leaving Zion. We did a couple hikes. I'm glad we got here early. We got here before the ranger station, the entrance station was even open. I think I mentioned that. It's packed. People are circling. Someone waited for our parking spot as we reorganized our camera bags, reorganized our truck. They were happy to sit and wait. Parking lots are crowded. There's lines at the entrances. So this is still a park. If you want to get hiking in, get here early.
Please enjoy the beautiful views and scenery of Zion National Park as we drive out and head toward lunch in the nearest town. Taking a little bit of another trail along Bryce Canyon this time. This is Fairy Tale Point, I believe it was. Everything looks like a little bit of castle sticking up, all the little points. Trail's a little sketch, a little thin, but you know, Lucy's gonna keep going. Just outside of Bryce Canyon where we're gonna spend the night. We decided we're gonna get some food. We wanted to wait till the dinner rush is over, so it's a little before 7. Hopefully the main 5-6 o'clock people are gone. There won't be a wait. Yeah, we're going to this place called Showdowns. I have no idea what town it's in. Like I said, we're just outside of Bryce Canyon. Hopefully the food's good. Had to wait for the turkeys to cross the road. You know, traffic jam up here.
So Danielle, how's that popcorn? How's the ambiance? Good. Put a little fireplace right here. Oh, turned off. Oh.
We woke up this morning. We ended up in a hotel last night because the winds were crazy and it was supposed to get down to the 30s. And we woke up this morning, Lucy went to get the truck, there was frost on it. His truck is reading that it's only 27 degrees. So we're not really equipped to camp in this cold of weather. So it was a hotel just outside of Bryce Canyon last night. Nice to have a warm bed and a warm shower, not gonna lie. And since we're running out of time on this trip to see everything, it's, you can tell by the light on my face, it's sunrise right now. We're already on the road. We're headed to a place called Factory Butte. It's more so just for photos, not really much hiking or anything there. And then I think the only two things we're gonna have left time for are Arches National Park and Moab before we gotta head home because we're gonna miss work if we don't. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure where we are. We're somewhere east of Capitol Reef National Park. Lucio decided to take the truck off-roading. This is our backdrop. He decided to take it up this hill, which, mind you, the ground is soft right now. Let me see.
which this is a much steeper hill than it looks. You can see a lot of people have gone up and down. He's going down right now. It is pretty, but a little scary to get up here.
So here I'm positioning myself to go up the hill, and as I am approaching, I'm realizing this might not be the best idea. One, because this is above my skill set, and the other thing is I can't see what's coming up as I'm going down, and I start sliding, and I lose a little bit of traction here. So I try to give it a little bit more gas, and no, I start sliding sideways this time. So I decide to abandon the idea before I roll the truck or something else bad's happened. Okay, so at this point we are about 6 miles away from the road. I wanted to check out this one spot that's really close to Factory Butte. It was a little bumpy, and the average speed was maybe 18, 20 miles an hour. But something told me go all the way in there. And sure enough, once we got to the location, it just was insane. Look at this view.
So Lucio found one of the locations he wanted his photo taken at. He was dumb enough to climb down and out there with 35-mile-an-hour winds blowing. So thankfully he was careful and made it back okay.
All right, current situation. Neil decided that she was hungry. Well, we're both hungry. But she's
always
making
hungry.
PB&J out in the middle of nowhere, and right behind us, Factory Butte. Boom. That's how you have lunch with the wife. At this point, we are heading out of Factory Butte and heading to Moab, and all of a sudden, I run into a whole bunch of cows. So, me being, Latino and Mexican, it was proper that I heard them all. Alright, so I'm going to do a voiceover because it was super windy and this audio is trash. So I'm going to do my best impersonation of Danielle here. Hey guys, so we arrived at Arches. We needed a reservation from 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., but we arrived at 3:30. But the ranger was nice enough to let us in. It's super beautiful, and we are going to do some hiking. It's 2 hours before sunset, so we'll be coming back to shoot some astro. Plus, I love my husband, and he's awesome, the best, and he's super good looking. Yay!
right, so quick update. As you can tell, we are not in our tent. We are in a hotel. We drove into Moab. We know there's the solar eclipse that people can view from Utah Saturday. So we've seen a lot of people and a lot of places already start coming in and filling up. We didn't realize Moab not only had that, but they also had an ultra marathon starting tomorrow morning or tomorrow noon. It's a 240 mile or 239.6 mile run. You can take up to 116 hours, which is like 4 days or something to do. It was something crazy. So of course it starts tomorrow. So we tried, the campsites were full. It's also going to get down below freezing again tonight. And there was like 2 hotels left with like 3 rooms each. So we ended up booking a hotel room for tonight. We saw what we could of Arches before sunset. And then we just had some dinner. We had pasta dinner. Of course, the place was packed because I picked pasta before realizing that, usually marathon runners fuel up on carbs the night before. So it was a little busy. The place was packed the entire time we were there, but the food was pretty good portions. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. The room, we did end up having to book a suite because it was all that was left. It's not huge, but it does have this really cute, there's 2 beds, there's Lucio, and it's got this little cute like kitchen counter and shelving in the middle. So I guess if you were planning to stay a couple days, you could bring some food. There is a microwave. And a fridge in the room and the little sink. So it's pretty well set up sweet. All right, we just got back to Arches National Park. We're gonna go see if we can set up a good spot for some astrophotography. However, we have noticed we're already not the only people in the park. There's multiple cars on this road coming in now that it's dark. So we're gonna see if we can get a good spot and how crowded it is. All right guys, so I couldn't film out while we were taking photos because it obviously would have killed our exposure to have any video light, but we are currently in the truck. We've done 2 different sites. We didn't get so many photos. You can't light the arches up with any artificial light, and the dark pictures were coming out okay. I think Lucio got some good ones.
Yeah, it's hard, like she said, not being able to light up the structure and try to get focus through the camera. The camera struggles, so even with infrared, it just, depending on how close or how far your subject is, it's still not gonna focus when it's pitch black.
And then we ended up getting a cloud in front of some of the stars and it wasn't moving, and we're just like, okay, I'm not gonna sit out here forever for one cloud. It's tired, and we got an early start tomorrow, so hopefully we got some good photos. We can adjust them in post, and then we'll get started tomorrow morning bright and early before the sun comes up.
Good night.
Okay guys, so another early sunrise morning. We left Moab and we are now, with sunrise, headed to Colorado, more specifically kind of in the way of Denver. So our first stop was just outside of Denver at Red Rock Amphitheater. It was someplace that both of us had seen online but never been to in person, so we decided to stop and take a look around.
Yes, number 36, please.
All right, hey guys, welcome to Friday the 13th. Coming to the end of the road trip a little bit. We're currently in Denver. I didn't do anything this morning on video just because we got up at 5 a.m. to leave Moab and I was exhausted. And then Lucio drove and I slept some more. So right now we just got lunch. There's an In-N-Out in Denver. There's a couple of them. I've never tried In-N-Out before, so we thought we would do this and so I could try it for lunch.
All right, we're starting.
All right guys, first time trying In-N-Out.
All right, you know the rules. 1 bite and then you rate it.
All right, this is pretty good.
Okay.
Especially the fact that it's very affordable for lunch.
Okay, on the scale of 1 through 10.
My hamburger, I'd say like 6.
Whoa.
I like the sauce on it.
Okay.
So, let me try some fries.
Try some fries.
Ooh, they're hot.
That's fresh.
Yeah, fries are good. Those
Fries
are
are
fresh.
good?
Mm-hmm.
On the scale of 1 to 10 for fries?
Well, they're not very salty. So they're okay. They taste fresh, but maybe I need to add some salt. So, like, probably 6 again.
6?
Yeah.
Okay. So, overall, average of 6 for In-N-Out.
Yeah, so pretty good considering I don't really do fast food much.
Awesome.
Here we are at Stranahan's in Denver, Colorado. We took a tour of their brewery, the process, how they make them, how they bottle them, where they keep them. very, very cool. If you are into bourbon, I will strongly suggest to try out Stranahan's. You can also find them at your local Benny's.
All right, it's recording. I'm trolling. Anyways, what's up, guys? This time I'm doing the intro because
I'm driving.
I'm scared. Anyways, you didn't hear that. We are back on the road. This is day something. One of the last days. We're on the road home, unfortunately. We're currently in Colorado. Nope.
Just in Nebraska.
Oh, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. We are now in Nebraska. That's right. We just saw the sign not too long ago. Danielle has been driving for the past, what, 4 hours?
3 or 4, something like
3
that.
or 4 hours. Like I said, not too happy about going home, but we do have to go back to our normal lives and our day-to-day work, which kind of sucks because I was trying to get used to this fine life, but we can't always, travel. So right now our goal is to drive probably throughout the whole night. Actually, it's currently 1:48 p.m. We're trying to get as close to Iowa as we possibly can. Not sure if we're gonna be able to do it, but I'm gonna try my best to get us there. Right now Danielle is on the first leg. Well, she'll be doing most of the day driving, and depending on how she feels, we'll probably have to take a lunch soon, and then back on the road. It's supposed to be raining. Where was it?
In Omaha, where we wanted to shoot fall colors. We thought we found a nice park along the river. We'll take we camp there and shoot some fall foliage, and then ended up being where it's supposed to rain and be all wet and cold. So we're like, well, forget that. We're not gonna be able to take any pretty fall photos. So we're just gonna keep driving until we can't drive anymore, and then find somewhere to crash.
Right. So while we were in breakfast, we just started researching, and trying to figure out a game plan. And we thought we had a solid one until we saw that it was going to put us at 7:24 p.m., which sunset, sunset was going to be like 6:30, something like that. So we were gonna get there way after to the campsite, which was already going to be tough just to set up and set up the kitchen and all that. It's a mess, right? And then it was going to be raining. We're not trying to get into that situation where it's dark, it's raining, we're hungry, we're tired. So we're gonna skip it. Like I said, we're gonna try to power through, get as close as possible to Iowa now, and get fall colors there. And we'll see what happens.
Alright guys, quick update. I'm now the passenger. Lucio's driving. He's merging onto the highway right now. We just got off. We made it to Iowa and decided we needed dinner. We hadn't stopped or eaten since breakfast this morning. So we ate dinner, stopped off the highway, we're just getting back on. We had found a campsite we wanted to hit. We actually wanted to do fall foliage photos in Cedar Rapids because we found a nice park, but we wouldn't roll in there till about midnight. We didn't want to go into a campground full of people and wake everybody up. So we're gonna see where we stop tonight. We're not really sure where, but we're just back on the highway heading east. We'll get as far close to Cedar Rapids as we can before we have to find somewhere to sleep for the night. It's also raining again, so hopefully that stops because we prefer no rain. But yep.
All right, hey guys, it's just a little bit before 1 a.m. We just decided to stop driving. I booked this a roadside hotel just to sleep in for a couple hours. We went from Denver, Colorado today we're just outside of Iowa City. We're actually just headed north of Iowa City. Little under 800 miles driven. So that's a lot. It was over 11 hours. We're actually headed to Cedar Rapids for a quick detour tomorrow to see if we can get some photos of the fall foliage, see if the trees have changed yet. They're starting to change out west. We're not sure where they're at now. It was too dark to tell. But otherwise after that, we're gonna head home. I think we're about 4 or 5 hours from home, which isn't gonna be bad. It'll be a shorter day than today. But as of right now, I'm already in my pajamas. Lucy's taking a shower and we're gonna get some sleep and see you in the morning.
welcome to day 17. This is the final day of our trip. We're back on the road. Lucio is driving this time. I'm mostly just chilling. We just entered Illinois. We are in the final few hours of our trip. We're headed home. Kind of gonna be nice to be home for a little bit, get some clean clothes and know where your next shower's coming from. But we are sad the trip's over. We're gonna be excited to edit the footage and the photos and all the work that we have ahead of us still when we get home.
Hey guys, if you stuck along with us throughout this whole video, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for sticking around.
Yep, we're finally home. We have showered. It was great to have a reliable shower, especially since the trip we took showers only every 3 days, so being clean consistently is going to be a good feeling again.
For sure. We're super excited that you guys were able to come along with us and also able to cover with us 9 national parks, 13 states in 17 days, and we covered a little over 6,200 miles and drove about 127 hours. Can you believe that? So let us know if you enjoy the content in the comments. Let us know if you want to see more of these videos. But for the most part, thank you so much to you guys for coming along, and hopefully we see you until the next one.
Until the next adventure.